Nick, you have been playing a game that I was a bit curious about and have played now as well and really like. Nick, you have been playing Dragon Quest Builders. Now, please tell me why it looks like Minecraft.
I'm guessing it looks like Minecraft because they saw it. Well, Square have had a little bit of a reputation where if they see something doing well, they will try and do something based on it. I mean, they've done a Monster Hunter version of Final Fantasy, and now they're moving on to taking Dragon Quest and sticking it in Minecraft. So everything's structured out of cubes, apart from the people and the creatures, and you go around and you build things pretty much exactly like Minecraft. But here, there's a story. Well, I know
Yes.
Minecraft has an end game, but this actually has a story structuring around the whole thing. You're not just plonked somewhere and told to go out and build. You're given things to do, which for someone like me who likes a little bit more of a linear experience, is actually a bit refreshing.
It's interesting because I don't mind the open world do what you want game. There's absolutely a place for that. But so I'm going to make a confession, Nick, and you can castigate me all you like, but I don't think I've actually ever played a Dragon Quest game until this. And so the question I want to ask you before we get any deeper is, are they all like this? Because this is really kind of cool and cute and just nice.
Dragon Quest games they're a very whimsical kind of RPG. I mean, okay. You go back to like your old school 90s RPGs, and Dragon Quest is the quintessential one, really. I mean, I remember when Dragon Quest 8 was first reviewed, and everyone was saying like, this is one of those games where you're going to have to use those little note sections in the back of the instruction booklet. They've got a great look to them. I mean, Akira Toriyama, who does the Dragon Ball designs, it's all his type of artwork. And the music's always kind of jaunty and plinky plonky, and they're just so nice to play.
That's the impression I got. I mean, it's a weird series because it's one of those that I feel like I think I might have played them, but I also may have just amalgamated knowledge over the years. Like slimes, I know what they are and they're in this. But I mean, it's not Minecraft, but it is very similar to Minecraft. Like you build with blocks, but as you quite rightly mentioned, there's a story. And so it gives you the direction, certainly early on. I'm not as far in as you, but certainly early on, you're sort of literally, it's kind of hand-holding, but in a nice way. You're told to do quests, and there are characters you meet, and I mean, does it continue in that vein?
There is a certain element of hand-holding that quite a lot of the time you'll get blueprints, and you've got to build something based on the blueprint, but a lot of the time you can just go off and build yourself. You'll find your other structures that you can make your home temporarily, but generally it is more keeping to that sort of style. I mean, as time goes on, the hand holding comes away little by little, and you can do things more freeformly, but generally that does stay with it.
So one thing I quite liked, again, I'm interested to see how you feel about this, but one thing I quite liked is when you get those blueprints and it's literally like, I want you to build me a house. And whereas in, say, Minecraft, and I apologise to people who are angry I keep comparing it, but it kind of is similar. In Minecraft, you can build a house, but you build whatever. You want it to have 3 rooms, fine. If you want it to have 75 beds, fine. But in this, you're given like a blueprint, and you put that blueprint down on the floor, and then you have to build it to that template.
Yep.
How did you feel about that? Because again, I actually kind of enjoyed the fact that the sort of open worldiness was more in the way of, well, you need to build this bed, that fire, this chest, so you need to gather the materials that allow you to do that. You know?
Yep. It does it a disservice to keep comparing it to Minecraft, as you said, because it is very much its own take on the structure. But the thing, it doesn't go quite in depth as Minecraft. It doesn't have that thing you can just get lost in trying to keep combining different things, and you pick up an object, and suddenly your character knows what he can build out of it, and then you just go and find more. And
so that's not a tutorial thing, that because I was discovering that because it kept saying like you need to work out how to do this, and then it's like you know how to build it. Like, what? Huh? Do I?
Yeah, basically, as soon as you pick up any new type of material, your character instantly knows what he can do with it.
And is that aimed towards a younger audience, perhaps? Because, I mean, again, the cutesy art style, the obvious homage to the game with no name that we won't mention. Do you think it's aimed at a younger audience, or do you think it's all-encompassing?
I think it's just trying to put a more friendly veneer on it, rather than trying to say, I'm going to be for kids. The thing with the game that shall not be named is the fact that it's probably too in-depth, and the amount of times I've just sort of like wandered around and I thought to myself, I don't know what to do with myself here. Whereas here, I've got people telling me what I can do, I've got things that I can find, and as soon as I've hit something, my character knows what I can do with it. Whereas in the other game, if I pick something up, I don't know what I'm doing with that unless I continuously experiment, and that alienates my type of how I like to play games, because I like to be told what to do. I very much like structure.
It sounds dangerously like you're suggesting this is better than Minecraft, and I mean I won't ask you to say if you think it is. I'll just leave it to our audience to decide if that's the case or not. I mean, there's no multiplayer element. There's not even like a drop in. Because I did wonder if it'd be quite smart if, like, if you're playing with your kids, they could just pick up a controller and control like a clone or a generic person helping you out. But there's none of that, is there?
No, my son's a little bit disappointed in that actually, because he wanted to play together, but we haven't been able to as of yet.
No, I mean I dig this game. Oh, dig, accidental, but
oh dear.
Best. Yeah, sorry. No, I dig this game, and I think, Nick, you clearly do as well.
I think it's great. It's different while being similar to what already exists, and I think that works in its favour, because if you look at that game and you say to yourself, I like what this is about, but there's something about it that just doesn't speak to me, Dragon Quest Builders presents it in a much more welcoming face. And that, for me, makes it maybe not better, but just as good, because it's the same but different. I mean, you're not going to find it going in. You're not going to find it at your kids' school teaching them architecture and things like that. But
I think you'd be lucky to find it in the shops, to be honest with you.
But in the comfort of your own home, just being able to sit down and you look out on the beautiful landscapes, the bright colours, it's just so much more inviting to look at. But you're probably not going to get the same sense of being able to get lost in it that you found in the other one.
The other game. And hey, if nothing else, unless something's gone very wrong on my PlayStation 4, the trophy list appears to have the name in Japanese, which is strange, but kind of unique as well, which sums this game up. Nick, thanks for your time. You can follow Nick on Twitter, which is at NikeG1, I believe.
Yes, indeed.
Or is it 01? No, it's just NikeG1. Damn it, I got it right and I still messed up. Obviously at GodisaGeek, and I'm at GBSF. And make sure you go to patreon.com/GodisaGeek if you fancy dropping us $1 or £1. Every little helps, as someone else says, not us. Thank you very much for your time, Nick, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.